I'm live. Let's see who all shows up. Because, well, quite frankly, I highly doubt anyone will show up. Because, well, if they do show up, I bet you it'll be a bunch of trolls, but, shit happens on YouTube. So, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to fill in my water. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, yeah, the video, the camera, the webcam, seemed to have picked up, made it look like I was fatter than I really was, unless I really am that fat. Back. Yay. Anyway, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to talk about, and I did wind up sharing all the links and stuff. So let's see who shows up. Let's see who shares the video. Let's see who comments. Till then, it says here President Donald Trump and coronavirus task force hold press briefing. I did see something on Facebook today where it basically said the only reason you should go. Weak ass burps. There's a normal ass burp. But yeah, I saw something not too long ago, today, in fact, talking about, oh yeah, the only reason we should be going outside is to exercise. And it's like, what do you do? We're all fucked, pretty much. What else is there to talk about? Even if there is stuff going on in other places, regardless of where you live, regardless of who you are, there is anything going on outside of where you or I are, news isn't reporting it because coronavirus, because we're all fucked. Because we don't know how to wash our hands. I know it's a zombie apocalypse. You can only grab two items. The items you have to choose from. There's 9 different items: a Minecraft sword, Xanax, children's scissors, an English to Australian dictionary, a Pepsi, an Avril Lavigne 2003 CD called My World, a Mario costume, mustard, and a pair of Heelys are the 9 choices. Breaking news as of 2 hours ago in the New York Times. The U.S. now leads the world in confirmed coronavirus cases. Somebody replied to that post. We always got to be first, don't we? I'm going to check that. Two fucking months and coronavirus came. See here. It says on CDC website, total cases in the U.S. 68,440. And it's in all 50 states, Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, Guam, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Uh, and according to the CDC website, it's showing where the world Like, where are the countries that have cases of the coronavirus, but it doesn't show how much or how much of the population has coronavirus. It's like, for lack of better terms, we're fucked. I'm trying to. What is this? Liquid aluminum in an ant's nest. Trump personal pastor Paula Whites says send her $229 get a prophetic instruction. The hell? That guy's sticking toilet plungers on his nipples. The fuck is showing up on my Facebook? Wendy's, all your favorites, no delivery fee on Grubhub. See here. PS2 game just gave it the most devastating burn. For a really disturbing image, flip disc over and see the information side. What game is that? Here we go. I knew I'd. It says here, coronavirus section of the Johns Hopkins University in Medicine website. 82,440, 82,404 cases of coronavirus in the U.S. versus 81,782 cases in China. Assuming these are all counted correctly and posted correctly, why the fuck does the U.S. have to try and be first at everything? Just sucks. I'm sick of talking about this coronavirus stuff too. It's getting old. It seems like this is the only thing I can talk about. Because, quite frankly, this whole coronavirus thing could have been either prevented or greatly reduced if people had just washed their hands. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. This would have been greatly reduced if people would have just washed their hands. And that's what people don't see is, oh, hey, common sense says germs are active regardless of whether there's a cold or a virus out or not. And if we wash our hands, well, maybe washing our hands will kill the germs. I honestly don't know what to say anymore because, well, the world's going to end, but it isn't going to be an outside force that ends the world. It's going to be us as people ending the world because we don't even know how to take care of ourselves. How the hell are we going to take care of an entire fucking planet? I honestly don't get it. It's I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying people in general do not know how to take care of themselves completely. They've got a general idea, some of them do, but as for actually helping themselves and other people and making everything better for everybody and everything that's already here, we are not going to be able to do that shit. I don't know what to say. Honestly, I do not know what to say. I'm going to start out by I'm changing the description of the live stream right now because, well, I can. Save. Yeah, come on, people. See here. Americans not welcome due to virus, says Mexicans. Baby platypus looks equally cute and disturbing at the same time. Let's see here. What do I want to talk about? What do I want to rant about when it comes to coronavirus? And what other stuff do I want to talk about? Scrolling through Facebook. Actually, if I can get some stuff to talk about. News. Oh, hey. Uh, that was a yawn. Let's see here. U.S. passes Italy and China as nation with the most confirmed cases of COVID-19. Democrats delayed stimulus bill to tighten ban on Trump family profiting. Let's see what that says. Normally, I try and keep politics politics out of uh, out of what I talk about because everybody gets all butt hurt, even if I praise somebody that they agree with. See, the Senate was about to approve the largest recovery bill in the U.S. history on Wednesday night when Minority Leader Chuck Schumer hit pause, realizing something was missing. Revised language designed to bar President Donald Trump from getting money for his own business. Democrats and Republicans had already agreed to a rewritten clause, but the update had somehow not made it into the final printed legislation. So basically, they're saying Trump, this reporter in Anita Kumar says that they came to an Democrats and Republicans came to an agreement about how Trump would not get extra money out of this for his business, like extra business money. I'm not saying you can't have money for himself. I'm just saying they came to the conclusion, according to this reporter, somehow managed to not get written into the clause of the bill. All right. Chris Cuomo says reckless $2 trillion coronavirus bill fails to help New York's revenue loss. Well, no shit. Everything at this point is failing to help. The only thing, if we're going to continue with the economy that we had before this whole coronavirus outbreak, we're going to have to get back to where we were before the outbreak ever happened back in January. When you file your 2019 tax return, so if you file your 2019 tax return, it'll impact your stimulus payment. Inslee clashes with Trump over his leadership on coronavirus aid. Trump is now openly trying to censor his critics, and he may succeed. That's what this says. His campaign's cease and desist letter to broadcast stations is a frightening assault on free speech. Over the course of his presidency, Donald Trump has made thousands of false, offensive, and damaging claims that could hurt his reelection odds. Democrats plan to use these statements as campaign fodder through the November election. On Wednesday, the Trump campaign adopted a new tactic to neutralize the attacks. It threatened to sue critics of the president in a brazen effort to censor Trump's opponents in silence. Any real legal action is unlikely to hold up against the First Amendment, but Trump doesn't need to succeed in court in order to win. The threat came in the form of a cease and desist letter sent to television broadcast stations across the country. The letter orders these networks to stop airing an ad created by Priorities USA, a Democratic super PAC. That ad, existential threat, juxtaposes Trump's many dismissive comments about the pandemic with a chart tracking the rising number of infections in the US. It ends with one line of text: America needs a leader we can trust. Well, I agree with the last statement there. America needs a leader we can trust. But because everybody's different, everybody's got different opinions on what president they can trust. Ronald Reagan, for example. I've heard a lot of people say good things about him, but I've also heard that at the time he was in office, a lot of people disagreed with him. So being out in public, wait a minute, exponential threat. All right. And it says in this report, as political ads go, this one is fairly run of the mill. The ad begins with Trump saying the coronavirus and cuts to them saying this is their new hoax. Let's rewatch it and find out. All right. According to the Trump campaign, that edit renders the ad patently false, misleading, and deceptive. Its letter provides the full context of Trump's hoax remarks made during a rally. Here's the key section: coronavirus. They're politicizing it. We did one of the great jobs, you say. How is President Trump doing? Oh, nothing, nothing. On one of my people came up to me and said, Mr. President, they tried to beat you on Russia, Russia, Russia. That didn't work out too well. They couldn't do it. They tried the impeachment hoax. That was on a perfect conversation. They tried anything. They tried it over and over. They've been doing it since he got in. It's all turning. They lost. It's all turning. Think of it. Think of it. And then this is their new hoax. But if you know we did something that's been pretty amazing, we have 15 people in this massive country, and because of that fact that we went early, we went early. We could have been a lot more than that. Well, we are a lot more than 15 people in this country right now that are infected. We've got China beat, for Christ's sakes. When Joe Biden released an ad implying that Trump called the coronavirus a hoax, the letter points out fact checkers accused him of deceiving the public. These fact checkers accepted Trump's later assertion that the hoax in question wasn't the coronavirus, but rather Democrats' efforts to pin this on somebody. In context, the true meaning seems more ambiguous. Like so many of Trump's wildest declarations, it's slippery enough that the president can claim innocence while his supporters can interpret it however they choose. In order to be a good politician, you need to be able to say something where it's just ambiguous enough, regardless of whether like whoever supports Trump or not. This is not something against Trump. This is something against everybody who's running office. With the way politics is right now, everybody that's considered a politician, whether it's president, senators, everybody, every sort of person that's in some sort of political office right now, half of what these people say, true or not, half of what these people say is on that slippery slope of you can say something that's true, but the way you say it can be twisted around to fit in with whatever. Like if somebody accuses you of something, you can claim deniability on it. So that is the main reason why I don't talk politics, is because when uh, when people talk politics, people get into accusatory mode, And then when people get into accusatory mode, the person talking politics has to dig themselves out of a hole. Ashley Eckstein responds to the Ahsoka Tano casting in The Mandalorian. Last week, they dropped a huge exclusive scoop. Let's see who this is. Slash Films. So last week, Slash Films dropped a huge exclusive scoop about Rosario Dawson bringing Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels animated character Ahsoka Tano to life in live action form in season 2 of Star Wars series The Mandalorian. Needless to say, the reaction from Disney fans, or from Star Wars fans, was mostly one of pure excitement that this character was being brought into the live action Star Wars universe. However, not everyone was thrilled about the news. Ashley Eckstein is the voice actress who played Ahsoka Tano for years, and she's one of the most popular characters in the Star Wars universe. She's long hoped to play Ahsoka Tano in every possible form, so it should come as no surprise that a contingent of Star Wars fans have expressed disappointment and even anger that Eckstein wasn't asked to bring the character to life in season 2 of The Mandalorian. I say if I say if Rosario Dawson does well in playing Ahsoka Tano, we shouldn't have nothing to worry about. And Rosario Dawson, at least from what I've seen, takes her roles very seriously. I'll pull up Rosario Dawson's um, IMDb. I know she's been in Sin City, and she's been in something else that I've seen, but I can't remember what it is. But Rosario Dawson is coming to uh, buh, buh, buh. Wait a minute, that was Rosario Dawson in Clerks too? Let's see here, going through Jane and Silent Bob, Janie and Silent Bob reboot. She's been in Zombieland, which I have not seen. She was in Zombieland Double Tap. She played Nevada. Death and Return of Superman. She was in Jane the Virgin, which I have not seen. It says here she was in 2018 to 2019. The Death of Superman. Luke Cage TV series. Uh, she was in The Defenders. Iron Fist. She played Claire Temple in all these comic book Iron Fist, Defenders, and Luke Cage. She played Claire Temple again in Daredevil TV series. She was Persephone in Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. I have not seen that. Played Becky in Clerks 2. I'll have to rewatch that. Oh yeah, she was in Men in Black 2. She played Laura Vasquez. I remember that now. But here's the thing, though. There's a few other things I might have missed because I missed seeing Sin City on this list, and it's obviously on there. I don't know what to say. Why New Orleans is quickly becoming a coronavirus epicenter? Are they forgetting about New fucking York? Nearly 2 dozen U.S. sailors on aircraft carrier test positive for coronavirus. Netanyahu and his rival appear poised to form unity government. Coronavirus. Spain says rapid tests from China work 30% of the time. Minneapolis man appearing on Jeopardy on Friday. Huawei made its own Siri rival called Celia. iPhone 12 delayed. WhatsApp has been WhatsApp has seen a 40% increase in usage due to COVID-19. Google says disabling an online business website due to coronavirus. Evangeline Lilly lost Evangeline Lilly. Did they forget about The Hobbit? Did they forget about Ant-Man and the Wasp? Lost Evangeline Lilly issues heartfelt apology for arrogant and insensitive coronavirus comments. Lost vet Evangeline Lilly, who came under fire for brushing off coronavirus quarantine protocol, has issued an apology on social media. I want to offer my sincere and heartfelt apology for the insensitivity I showed during my previous post and the very real suffering in COVID-19. Ooh, here we go. Here's something. Getting into the science section. So let's see how many people are watching right now. This is two people watching. I'm assuming one of them is me because I have a window open with this stream. So I will leave this up to whoever's watching right now. Let me know in stream chat whether you think I should talk about the fate of dark matter, European Neanderthals eating seafood, or a 30. How the hell did I get 30? So, dark matter, Neanderthals, or a 67 million-year-old raptor dinosaur fossil. Those are the three options. I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom. I'm back. So, um, I'm going to say again, since I'm tired of talking about Trump, that's the fourth option. I'm going to include that in the choices now. It says here the fate of dark matter hinges on these unidentified X-ray. Um, European Neanderthals ate fresh seafood, which may have given their brains a boost. Fossil of a 67 million-year-old raptor dinosaur found in New Mexico. And Trump's Space Force successfully launches its first national security mission. What do you think I should talk about? Leave it in the chat. Uh, Canada Dry seltzer water, 2 liters are $1.25. And it looks like that's at Walmart. Mechanics and certainty principle. All right, let's see if I can download a few free PDFs about. I do want to. I want to learn about quantum mechanics, but I don't want to jump straight into it because I want to brush up on what little science I already know. Does anyone have any recommendations on science and scientific books and mathematic books that I should brush up on? Come on, people. Any viewers